Okay, back here, one thing I have just realized that when I have connected scanner and checking the live data on the first line, as you can see, throttle valve position absolute, it's 16.5, and the throttle valve position norm, I'm not sure norm, it's the sensor one or something. And also in line 3, as you can see, throttle valve position 2 matches the throttle valve position absolute, which both are 16.5%, but on the second line, as you can see, throttle valve position norm, it's 6.7. So now I'm going to press on the accelerator pedal down to the floor and see. So top value on the first line, which is 87.8, matches the, let me show the so see, as now sometime it matches, sometime not. It's 80. Look now, both at the beginning both were 88.2. so line value of line 1 and the line value of line number 3, but the second throttle valve position norm value is 10% different. Let me press the accelerator pedal back. So 88.2 third line, 88.2, it goes back, jumps back to 87. So the first, it's approximately not as it look now, it's matched. Sometime both value first, look now it look. So but the second line is approximately 10% different from the two lines. I'm not sure whether that would be the problem or not. So anyway, I'm going to investigate further and then see if I get a clear result of the investigation. So now accelerator pedal is on the floor. So look, first line 87.8, third line 88.2. So first 88.2 again, but second one is 10% different from the two. So as you, if you watch accelerator position sensor 1 and 2, so both are 14.5. so when I press the accelerator pedal down, so look, changes, look, both are approximately same, not that much difference. So 80.8 and 80, but the throttle valve position known is 78, and the two are approximately matched, the line 1 and the line 3. Okay, with the engine running I have this value. So throttle valve position absolute 12.2, match 12.5, matches to the third line throttle valve position to 12.1, but the middle line between the first and third is it looks to me suspicious. I'm not. throttle valve specified value. Now the car went back to limp mode, I think. Let me check the travel code. No, still one table because there is no emission related table code. Okay, quick update with you. So now the engine is idling, but as you can see, signal of the boat position sensor has gone down to minus 0.08, and the other one also minus 0.08. So okay, as you can see, the engine is idling and also shaking. The leads are connected, still connected to the both transmitter signal wire, and the reading on the scanner is this. Now I'm going to press the accelerator pedal down and you watch. Okay, now we are going to check the live data and see what's going on there. These are the fault codes stored again in the memory. This is the diagnostic trouble code, or DTCs, stored in the memory back. Now I'm going to check the live data again. Okay, this is the live data value we have got. As you can see, throttle value position absolute is reading 0, and the throttle valve position norm 0. Throttle valve position 2 now reads 100. So that's, and but the accelerator pedal position sensor are correct as it was before, and the throttle valve specified value is changing from 1.6 to 0 to 0.4, 3.5 or something like this. But this is that when we checked the potentiometers as position sensor, both values, that was approximately 0, and here that's the live data, and the engine is shaking and has misfired. This is the value live data value which we receiving through the scanner, and this is throttle valve position absolute 0, throttle valve position norm 0, throttle valve position 2 is 100%, and accelerator position 14.5, accelerator position 2 14.5, throttle valve specified value is this, that's changing, And the other thing, because status of basic system was not yet started, one thing to be mentioned that we have carried out for 6 times the basic setting of the throttle body, but it was okay for just a while, and then same fault code stored in the memory, and the engine condition change to the same condition as it is right now. Now the engine is misfiring, and also that EPC light is illuminated. So now I'm going to take the potentiometer wires signal value by the voltmeter, and then see what value we can get from throttle position sensor 1 at connector 1 and 1 or throttle position sensor 1 or 2, but I'm not sure which one is 1, which one is 2, but the signal is going to be taken from connector 1 and connector 5 of the throttle body control body. So as you can see, both sensors signal value is minus 0.08, minus 0.08, and now I'm going to turn the engine off and then turn the ignition on again, and then see what value can you get from the voltmeter. I have turned the engine off and wait for a few moments until the supply voltage to the throttle position sensor turned off by the ECU, and then we are going to turn the ignition again on and see. Okay, now I'm going to turn the ignition on again. So the ignition is on. Everything is connected, but we still read minus 0.0, minus 0.10 and minus 0.10. So I've turned the ignition off again, and I'm going to wait for a bit longer for the ECU to cut the supply voltage to the throttle body potentiometer sensor. Okay, now I'm going to turn the ignition on. So with the ignition on, and we still have no voltage on both signals wire. Now I'm going to depress the accelerator pedal and see if there is any activity on the signal wires. I'm depressing and releasing the accelerator pedal, but I cannot hear any movement in the butterfly of the throttle body. With the ignition still on, I'm going to check the supply voltage, the 5-volt reference voltage from the ECU, and that's going to be in one of the channel. Let me turn it to one channel, and then that you will be able to see. Okay, ignition is still on, and now I'm going to prove the 5-volt reference supplied by the ECU. Okay, as you can see, ECU does supply the 5-volt reference, but the potentiometer sensors is not responding. So right now I have got the 5-volt reference from the ECU, and now I'm going to check the signal wire from both sensors if there is any voltage existed. As you can see, I have connected the signal wire of the potentiometer sensor, and I'm taking value of the potentiometer sensor, and there is no any voltage existed. So I think I have connected pin 1 and 6, which was the which was 1 and 6. Okay, this is one. Yeah, 1 and 6. So 1 is signal voltage, and the pin 6 is ground, and then we should have 0.9, but as you can see we have mine is 0.09 volt. So now I'm going to move the positive lead of the scanner to pin number 4, which is the signal voltage for sensor 2, and that is going to be this one. We should have 4 and 6, ignition on, throttle fully open, 0.6 volt, and we should have this 4 and 6, ignition on, throttle closed, 4.2 volt. So now I'm going to connect 4 and 6, and you watch that what value we will have. Okay, now the scanner positively lead is proved to the sensor pin number 4, which is responsible for the signal voltage of the potentiometer. I'm not sure whether it's the potentiometer sensor 1 or 2, but we should have had here 4.2 something, but unfortunately 4.2 here. We should have had 4.2, but we have minus 0.09 volts. So we have supply voltage from the ECU, which is 5 volt. We have a good ground from the throttle body, between the throttle body and the ECU, but both position sensors are not responding, so the value is approximately minus 0.00, and so for this reason we have reached to conclusion and diagnosed properly that our throttle body is faulty, and I think the new one, which is the OEM part or genuine part from the Volkswagen, was quoted for me £576. So I'm going to share this price with the customer and let the customer decide. Thank you. So once again I'm going to show you that this is the value you are getting from the sensor, and let me check. Yeah, this is the lead connected to the sensor, and this is the sensor. This is pen. I think if you can see that this is pen. The red group is connected, that's pen 4, and also it's the signal wire. So let me show you. We still have ignition on, and we still have ignition on and both lights. So if we turn the engine on, if we start the engine on, we might see that EPC will be illuminating, and plus whether the engine management light be or not. You watch as I wiggle a little bit, rock the throttle body connector. You might see change in the sensor. You might see change in the voltage value. I'm wiggling. See, as you can see, change. I think that's going to be the internal contact open, or the internal contact might have an open circuit. Okay, I'm going to do one more test. While the scanner is still connected, the voltmeter is still connected to the signal wire, I'm going to manually operate the butterfly of the throttle body, and we'll see if there is any change in the signal voltage. Okay, ignition is on, and now I'm going to operate the throttle body butterfly by hand, and now I'm operating the throttle body. See, look, when I fully open the throttle body, sometime that show you the, look now, I'm operating throttle butterfly by hand, and as you can see, very, very small changes in the signal. Now you can see the throttle is fully open by my hand, and you can read 4.73. Now I'm going to open the throttle butterfly back, and it has returned back, and as you can see, it means that our potentiometer is faulty. Let me do that with another sensor. So I have done that with the sensor signal pin number 4. Now I'm going to do with number 1 as well. Sorry guys, that was actually pin number 1. That I thought it's going to be pin number 4. Now I'm going to do with the pin number 4 right now. So now you can see or you watching the pin number 4 potentiometer sensor signal value. Now I'm going to operate by hand the butterfly of the throttle body, and then see. I'm operating by hand the throttle body. As you can see, there is very little change in the throttle body. Well, okay, now it has returned to 4.11 because sometime when the contact touches each other, and we can see the voltage reading on the signal wire. So now I'm going to operate that by hand, and see, now the throttle body butterfly is completely free, and now we can see we can see no voltage at all. So now I'm going to operate again. See, it's fully open now. No. So let me do that. If you can see, ignition is on. You are going to check the pin number 4 signal. So I'm operating this. Very look, sometimes there is response and sometimes not. Okay, now I'm going to show you the pin number 1 wire activity as well, while I'm operating the throttle body butterfly manually. So 1 and 6, ignition on, throttle close, we should have 0.9 volt. As you can see, we have nothing. So again, 1 and 6, ignition on, throttle fully open, we should have 4.4. Watch for this activity. Now, as you can see, ignition is on. 1 and 6 are connected to this voltmeter, and we've got nothing, 0 voltage. Now I'm going to operate the throttle body butterfly and see if we have 4.4 volt according to the manufacturer specification. Okay, throttle is open, widely open, no response, just very small activity. As you can see, look, let me push that in case we got open. Very good. Okay, now check. Yeah, we have gold. So ground is connected to the voltmeter, and the probe is connected to the signal wire. But see, let me try if I am able to get some. Yeah, as you can see, I'm holding the throttle at wide open position, and as you can see, 4.75, and now I'm releasing the throttle. Look, it's a good result, that because if we had spent nearly 600 pounds and the problem was somewhere else, and that would have been a disaster. So it's good now you found the problem, and I'm going to inform the customer, and then it's up to the customer whether he is going to replace for the genuine new one, or he is going to look for a second-hand one. Thank you.